Hello guys, so just now I have finished my interview in IIT Mandi in robotics department, and as you know that I am an aerospace engineer and I am attending robotics interview. It may sound a very different thing for you guys, whoever is watching me on YouTube right now, like why sir are you attending this? Guys, actually I have attended so many interviews in aerospace department, mechanical department, in including applied mechanics, thermal fluid, sorry. Actually, I am sitting in my friend's house because I had a power problem and Wi-Fi problem in my own house. So this morning I came to my friend's house and I asked him that can I have this facility. So he welcomed me, and so I took this morning. I mean, just before I think 10 minutes, and I'm recording this. So it is very chilled here, very cold here. So I came on terrace now. Sunlight is there. So actually what happened, I was taking the interview in IIT Mandi for robotics, and I want to share that when an aerospace engineer is attending IIT Mandi interview in robotics, how does it feel like and what are the questions they ask. So question part is like different thing. Before that I will mention what are the questions they like, what kind of thing they used to ask. So first thing they asked me like like first thing they said like this, like explain things about you. So I said okay, this is my name and my degree and everything I explained. And after that they said let us know about AESI, like because I am graduate from Aeronautical Society of India, so they asked about that part, like what is this, and also I explained that part. And after that they asked like yeah, so they asked like from aerospace to robotics, like your interest and all. So I said like because in interview you have to say your things to support that field and that department. So and you have to show yourself that you have sufficient interest in this particular field, then so that they can feel comfortable, like after completing all the students they can shortlist. It is kind of like the way we used to write down SOP, statement of purpose, like few things they used to ask in the beginning. Like in almost in every IIT, the first question used to be they used to ask that tell us about yourself. And like, but again, this interview what we attend in IITs or IISc, but one more thing, I have not attended any interview from abroad countries yet, because till now this was not in my mind. And one more thing, why I used to attend so many interviews, because I have to share this knowledge to my those students who join me for GATE Aerospace coaching. And now like, because I am also attending interviews in different IITs and in different branches as well. So my students are also attending interviews in different IITs and different branches as well. So I have so many questions I have collected, and after every interview I used to write down those questions. I used to find proper time, and like my own notebook I have prepared. And whenever any student is going for the interview, whatever, like they used to share all the questions in detail. Like I used to cross check whether they have replied the answer properly or not. So this is the first time I am trying to say, because till now whatever interviews I have taken, somewhat and somehow it was related to aerospace department, either through the mechanical way or through like little bit pure aerospace department, like structure, propulsion, flight mechanics, aerodynamics, these kind of interviews, or thermal, fluid, strength of material, machine design, like these kind of interviews. So what used to be the very first question, this question, like tell us about yourself. And if like some students, some interviews you may have seen that you can like turn the question, you can turn the interviewer in your own way. No, it is not possible. Whatever you think, like if just an example, suppose like if you are an aerospace department or mechanical department, you may be knowing that there is something called stability. Just an example I am saying, instability, like system is stable or not. If they are asking that define this mathematically, you can't define them physically. You immediately they will stop you. In all the interviews, whenever I was unable to reply in the beginning days of my interview of my degree, when whenever I try to reply in my way, they will immediately stop you. No, don't go that side, you be here and explain this mathematically or explain this physically, or you give the example, or if they are asking formula and you are giving example, they will immediately stop you. So whatever they are asking, they will only want that answer. Okay, but if you are giving that answer and see, if you are giving that answer, then one or two line, if you want to share more, they will stop you. Like, okay, now next question is like this, now next question like that. So okay, means what? You cannot fold the interview in your favor by taking small steps. No. And one more thing, whenever you will be having interview, then call and all, everything will be there. That now it is in your hand, you accept that or not. Mail and all, you accept the mail, you go for the admission or not, that is in your hand. Okay. So in many IITs, first written exam and after that interview. In many IITs, if you have good rank, then directly they will call you for interview. But if you don't have good rank, then first written exam and then interview. And in many IITs, if you have applied for interview but you have not got call, it means they are not interested in your profile. And that's why I said to everyone that your project makes very important role. You have to select your project wisely. Otherwise, no. Otherwise, you will be in trouble. Because see, department is going to see that on what topic you have done project. Okay, it's not like simply you are making. Mostly aerospace engineers, what they are doing, they will order things on Amazon and Flipkart and somewhere, and they will be assembling them and drone is ready. No, you guys don't take that kind of projects. Okay. And one more thing, if you are just behind your MTech marks, MTech studies, then in MTech these things doesn't matter, like what kind of project you are doing, from where you have done internship. So now in IIT Mandi today, they asked how did you manage your lab and internship and those things. So I said them, sir, this that, like being an ASI, like aeronautical, I am the associate member of Aeronautical State of India. So we used to have easy access for a lot of things because I am associate member of Aeronautical. We used to have like every day, every year I used to be invited in. So I will make some vlogs also next time for that. When like ISRO DRDO scientists, they used to come, and other students can't be invited there. No, not possible. You guys can't be invited there. If you have to be associate member of Aeronautical State of India, then only you will be invited there. So every year I used to. So okay. So now in this, what they asked, you go in this way. So first your own intro. You have to prepare your intro very strongly, and you have to say they will not give you chance to talk about your project. They rarely in any interview they will be talking about your project. And one more thing I want to mention here. See, take my talk seriously. I have my own experiences of so many interviews. My students, they have taken so many interviews, and if you are watching my video for the very first time, you should know that I have qualified GATE Aerospace exam 6 times in 2023. Again I am going to qualify GATE exam, that will be my 7th time. It's been 8+ years I am teaching aerospace subjects in my own dedicated full-fledged coaching, only running for GATE Aerospace. So I am saying you immediately join my coaching center. Okay, leave all these things, come to the point. Now in IIT Mandi, so I was saying that when you are giving your introduction, then in introduction itself you also mention that like this. See, you can have your own way, but you must mention this point also, that I have taken the project. The particular point you can mention, like I had my project on compressible flow, or I had my project on, like my own project was based on compressible flow shock waves, and I had 2 projects, and both were major projects. One was based on wind tunnel and all, but that project was not for me, I made for someone else. So my first project was for me, and I used to say that, and I used to attach my PDF file of project, that this was my project, complete PDF file I used to share with them. Okay, I hope you understood. And one more thing, in every interview your criteria, like they will not ask, but in many interviews they will. And one more thing, in every interview, they even though you are giving very good explanation, you cannot expect call for the admission purpose. In many interviews you may not be expecting admission, but you will be getting admission. In many interviews you will be feeling that I have done really very good interview, but you will not be getting call for the admission purpose, because some other student may be there, he or she has done very good interview, and main thing is not the interview point, main thing is their degree. may be having very good percentage. Like for example, if there is someone who is having 7.2 CGPA and if there is someone who is having 9.1 CGPA, okay, and 9.1 CGPA interview was little bit down than yours, and when you both are done with the interview, then damn sure chances professor will select 9.1 CGPA. If little bit interview difference is there, then. But if 9.1 CGPA will not do interview better, but your energy and the way, today what happened? So professor said, you explain like a YouTuber. Do you have YouTube? Do you teach on YouTube? This was very personal question for me. And so now see, in one more part I will be talking about the kind of questions and all, because that is also very important aspect, like what kind of question they ask. So one thing I will tell you here itself, what kind of question they will ask. Those kind of questions you can never prepare in 1 month or 2 months. You can do aerospace interview very good if you have really done 4 years of degree, because they can ask you question from anywhere. Today they asked my questions based on that portion of stability and control of aircraft what we never touch for aerospace GATE. In GATE Aerospace that topic is not mentioned. I have finished my degree long back, but fortunately that point was in my mind, and they asked that, and I was so today roughly on 25th also I had one interview in IIT Mandi. That interview thermal fluid part they asked, and there I asked 13 questions, and 12 questions was very good. Last question was from mathematics, and suddenly I was in so much comfort. And you know what is the best part? They will always keep you in comfort zone during the interview. They will always be making you comfortable. And you know the best part I liked in throughout interviews, in all the interviews, in my interviews and my friends interview, in my seniors interview, my friends interview, my classmates, my students, everyone, even me, what they do, they say, like suppose they are asking any question and you are not able to reply the question, then what they do, they will support you. They will support you in that question itself. If they really want to see that you are memory type of person, or or you are research type of person, like can you go ahead if okay, like one professor told me, I remember that, okay, I am giving you this hint, okay, I am giving you this hint, you go ahead like this, and in today's interview they were asking that if a particle, like let me explain this, because it was robotics interview. And one more thing, many colleges in India, they don't have robotics in bachelor degree. Get my logic? In UG level they don't have robotics. Many colleges, in many IITs also, in many NITs also. So all the students will be interested to do robotics in their master degree. Like what happens, many students, many people, they do their UG in different branches, and they want to perform their PG in aerospace department, right? It used to happen. Like in my coaching itself, I have students from electrical department, CS department, civil department, and they are preparing for aerospace with me. So in same way, robotics is also one thing, but it is not about the interest. Many times students are not getting seat anywhere else, then wherever they get the field they apply, like okay, just I want to become IITian, so apply here also. My intention is to know that what kind of questions they used to ask in all the, so because see guys, I can't believe in like earlier when my seniors used to share those questions, then what I used to feel that, okay, already I know character of this senior, already I know how false and all he used to talk, she used to talk, then how can I believe on his whatever he is saying. And most of the time what happens, when student, I have seen, when a student will be selected in MS or PhD interview, and he or she will join the IIT after interview, after that I will tell you one story. One student, immediately I went with the person in IIT Madras interview for structure department. Immediately after coming out of the room, he started sharing that, okay, this was the question, that was the question, and I started making notes. And when he got seat in IIT Madras structure department, then with his junior and with his friend, he started saying that this kind of question, that kind of, and everything was different. Okay, then those questions, they joined me and all, then it used to be another case. I hope you understand. So that's why I used to attend interviews and all. And this interview in robotics, so this was like 80% questions were from aircraft stability and control. Get my logic? Aircraft stability and control. There was no question from fluid, from thermo, from anything. This question was, and they also asked some practical things about this thing. So I will tell you one thing, students, whoever is good in avionics department, because you see guys, mechanical people I don't talk on my channel, other I don't talk on my channel. I used to guide only aerospace aeronautical students. So you may be knowing that in aerospace and aeronautical we have a branch we call avionics, right? Like aviation electronics. So those students, they must apply for robotics department in several IITs and abroad as well for robotics. Okay, and if you want to know, if you want to prepare for interview and all, like so first thing, your GATE preparation should be of excellent level. This is not the scene. Anyway, I teach interview classes separately, but if I say truly, then interview selection is based on your 4 years of BTech preparation. Because see, in BTech, whatever notes you make, whatever exams you do, whatever internal, external, whatever Viva and all, so everything will help you to grow such that in future, if you are attending MS or then only you can clear MS or PhD interviews. It is not possible to clear MS or PhD interview like okay, GATE. See, actually, for what kind of students I want to warn, that student is wasting 1 year, 2 year, 3 year, and somewhat they are being serious, and later they are planning that okay, I can go ahead for the GATE preparation, and they are preparing for 4, 5 months or 6 months or 8 months for GATE, and somehow they are getting less marks, and but they are qualified, and now they are thinking that they can apply for interview in different IITs. In that case, you cannot qualify. Okay, but still there are some IITs where people don't want to go for research. In that case, whoever is going there, whoever is approaching there, in that they compare from which department you are from aerospace, you are from mechanical, civil, electrical, what is your GATE score, and after that what kind of little bit up and down interview you have given, and after that there is chance you may get selected. But on average, this is not the scene. If you are extremely lucky, then only you will fall into this one. If on average, this is not the scene. You have to be excellent, good student in your 4 years of BTech course, then only you can qualify several IITs interviews. Okay, and I am only saying IIT, you also include IISc interview also. One of my friend, he applied, I could not apply for earth science interview. I thought like only this department is remaining for earth science interview, but because this video I am making first time, so I'll mention here. So one of my friend, he applied for earth science interview in IISc Bangalore. Okay, anyway, whatever he said, I can't say I don't trust or something, but it's like it is up to you, like you are going to believe this or not. Okay, so what he said, that they were saying that tectonic plates, like I don't know much about this, like how tectonic plates and all those things they were asking to him. Okay, so they asked one thing, that in our atmosphere about this thing. Earth science is also a very interesting department, and it is having future also, but mostly aeronautical aerospace engineers, when they don't get seat in their own core department of structure and propulsion, I don't prefer them to change their stream, because you will suffer a lot during your master degree, and master degree is like you have to go into more detail. Then I will advise you to be in your own core department of aerospace aeronautical department. Somehow you give one more time, but you don't change until and unless you are not having enough interest in any other department. You should not change, because aeronautical aerospace department itself is a very glorious department. I know the complications of job and all everything, but still I am saying aeronautical aerospace department is prestigious department and very, very heavy department. Right now you may be suffering for a lot of things, but one day everything will get over and you will feel comfortable. All the ups and downs will be collapsed, and you will be feeling very, very comfortable in aerospace aeronautical interviews. Like everyone used to suffer, man. Right now maybe you are watching my video, maybe you are preparing for GATE exam, or you are in first year, second year, and you share this with them, especially with your juniors, so that they can understand that really it is very, very important. I have done so many interviews I have given in IITs and all. I know what kind of questions they ask. One thing, moral I will tell you, if you are not good in your 4 years, then it will be difficult for you. because it's not like they will be asking only one question. One question they will ask, and the moment you are going to reply, immediately there will be next layer of the question. Like, you understand, right? Suppose they ask, like in today's interview, sir asked, I forgot the professor name, and even I don't know that it is legal or illegal to take interview and all using professor name. So what he said, but anyway I have forgot the name. Just two professors were there, only two professors were there. But in other IITs, I have seen 5 professors, 6 professors, 7 professors, and it depends on the department also, like how many professors will be there. So today I had 2 professors, and see how they take interviews. So they will be giving you first thing, like tell us about yourself. They will be asking about your degree thing, and they will also, after that, if they feel that they should ask that why are you joining this thing, mostly they don't ask this why are you, like only 1 or 2 IITs they have asked that why. It is very good sunlight and I am feeling comfortable, because inside it is very much winter. So in very less IITs they used to ask why are you switching your this thing, and okay, how do you know. They will immediately start with the question. Actually immediately they will start with the question. And most of the time in that so earth science interview, what sir said to my friend, my friend was saying that sir said in the interview that you are from aerospace department, because he was also my classmate. So you are from aerospace department, and how will you manage earth science subjects? Then actually one more friend was there. Say, he could have cleared the interview, but he could not reply the answers of the question. What I am saying, it is not like you are from aeronautical aerospace department and you cannot go into earth science. You can go into all the departments, but the problem is whatever questions are being asked, you have to reply those answers. Okay, those questions you have to reply with your genuine answers. And one thing, you don't waste your time in interview by blabbering anything. It's really good to say that sir, please pass the question, or sir, I am not comfortable with this question, sir, if possible please change the question. These kind of thing, you feel freedom. And one thing I want to make sure, what sir said today, he said you explain very fast like a YouTuber. Do you take classes on YouTube or something? So I said, yes sir, I help students, because see, I can't say everything like what, like I am earning or something I can't say. So I said like, sir, yes sir, he asked one formula, and that formula I immediately said for stability. And then he said, how do you remember this formula, because in most of they used to ask this formula but students. So I said, sir, there is a trick, Meena Kumari. So he started laughing, and another professor also started laughing, Meena Kumari. So, and you know what, in the last they also said, Mr. Vikas, after he said like this, on a light note I am saying this, I have seen one movie clip, there the actor is saying, you are a good question, in same way you said this. Actually what happened, in my interview, he asked a question. For the questions I will make a separate video, don't worry. He asked a question, so I said, I was really so much like, okay, I know this question very well. So I said, sir, this question I know very well, and I am lucky to have this question in my interview, and I will explain this question in detail, and you will really enjoy this. So see, I am really not saying to copy my style and to perform your interview, because it may go wrong. You be the way you are, natural thing. Because I used to make YouTube videos, so my way of explanation and something, it's been long time, I am a teacher, and anything I can blabber, and I really don't bother about selection is there or not, admission is there or not. You be very, very careful in your interview. Okay, you only consider the facts from my interview. Okay, now clear? So if aerospace, now I'll talk about what are the portions you should cover, what I learned today from robotics. Because see, other departments I did not upload any video, because you know in thermal what is the topic, you know in fluid what is the topic, in SOM what is the topic. First thing is GATE syllabus you prepare, and your university program should be very, very strong. And I am really sad if you are complaining that, sir, in our some noise is there, sir, in our college our professors in private colleges, our professors are, our lecturers are not teaching well. They only come with some PDFs and all, they will copy and they will go, and sometimes they waste so much time in class. One of my students, she joined me for GATE Aerospace this year, and for 2022 she said, sir, my professors used to sing in class, or they will stand any students, what do you want to become in future? Almost every day the professor used to ask the same thing, what do you want to become your future? And if you will ask one question to the professor, he will ask 10 questions to you. Do you know this? Are you asking this question? Do you know this? No. So okay, so somehow you suffer there, that is not a problem, but you have to improve your 4 years of BTech, then only these kind of so otherwise you if you would want to avoid interview thing from your life, you get a very good rank, directly apply for MTech IIT Madras, IIT Bombay, only these two I will suggest. And definitely IIT Kanpur, IIT Kharagpur, other IITs are there, definitely they are there. I will suggest in my way that IIT Madras and IIT Bombay, you if see one thing, whenever I talk on YouTube, you only you consider that I am talking to you only, okay? Otherwise you will say, sir, what are you talking, my friend, this, that. No, please, you consider that I am only talking to you, okay? Then my things you will take personally. Like, and one more thing, whenever you want to decide anything, that sir, I have this idea from your interview, should I do this? So before going to that, you just text me on WhatsApp that, and feel free. Really, in aerospace, very less students are there. How many students are there preparing for GATE and all? Very less. So I used to reply to everyone, even in my YouTube comments. If you see, I used to like everything, because no students, very less students are there for aerospace department preparing for. So I used to be free, and okay, then actually I have to go to my own house, because I'm not in my I'm in my friend's house, and sun is rising now, and I'm feeling this. Okay, so remaining parts I discussed. One more thing I want to say. Next time when if you are planning to have robotics interview or something, you should actually, the core subjects are also there, like thermo, fluid, structure, and those things. Their questions are used to be different and tough as well. In robotics, from aerospace core also they will be asking questions, but those questions will be very easy, very easy. But they will be asking questions from stability and control, and tough questions they will be asking, and that syllabus is not a GATE syllabus. When you will prepare, when you will see the interview and all, then you will realize that what question they are asking from stability and control part. So they will not. And they also asked that what was your project, and what are the software you have used during your degree course, and why did you not join any job or something, like these kind of questions they were asking and all. So for the questions, actually see, I have so many questions in interview. So still I am planning that should I upload IIT wise, like in this IIT this question they asked, or should I upload like subject wise, like questions asked in IIT's interviews from aircraft structure, questions asked. So I think if I upload subject wise, then that will be more helpful. So because now regular batch preparation got over, crash course preparation got over, now I am free, so I can upload videos, and I am also uploading the solution of previous year subjects now, PYQs and all. So okay, that's all. Then see you in next video. I am going to make another video that how can you never score 70 plus or 80 plus marks, and who can never do this. Okay, so next will be, because of winter I'm not able to make videos. I have to put all jackets and all. Okay, so I was really good in Chennai because there is no winter. So okay, that's all. Thank you so much.